In this story, the prince's lost bride, now disguised as a huntsman with other lookalikes, is partially discovered by the lion advisor.
So what did you think about the lion and the tests
Lion.
that the lion sets for the huntsman?
Yeah, I was kind of I thought it was funny, delighted by suddenly there's this magical talking lion who knows everything in the middle of the story. Uh by the way, where was he when the king was dying and making bad decisions? Or yeah, is he it says the lion it says something like the lion knows everything, right? And this might get back to our theme of like knowing versus knowing, like
Mhm.
knowing based on sort of surface logic, what has been done before, which seems to make sense without like a deeper intuition and without creative insight, without basically the birds or the water, something use symbols for those things. Um, the lion, yeah, and the lion seems like, yeah, he's obviously very intelligent and he's kind of noble. So he's kind of like a king again, king of the jungle or whatever. Um, and yeah, and he sees the truth, but he doesn't see the truth. He sees the literal truth of these guys are not guys, but you know, he doesn't see through their disguise into what reality, what the story is really supposed to be.
Mhm.
He's like stuck in the wrong story, and he's telling them, he sees clearly, but he doesn't really know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, no, that's interesting because I was thinking of the lion as sort of. I mean, I guess it's, I don't know. Maybe this is kind of obvious. Maybe not. I don't know. But the lion standing in as like instinct. The sort of animal instincts, the sort of
Okay,
gut
yeah,
intuition,
yeah,
sort of knowing. And I
that's
think
good.
that what you said actually kind of reaffirms that for me because like our instincts can tell us, oh, there's something off about these huntsmen. If the
Yeah,
lion is a metaphor for a part of the king, like some part of
yeah,
him is like, hmm, something's off about these huntsmen, but I can't quite tell what it is. So let me put
yeah,
some tests and see what I can find out.
right.
And then he's like, oh, so he does the weird thing with the peas, and then he does the weird thing with the spinning wheels, and they pass both of those, and the instinct is still like, like, no,
Mm,
no, there's still something off here. But then at that point, the king completely discounts the instinct, and he sort of banishes the lion
mm,
because the evidence is not matching. But the instinct is not intelligent enough to say, oh, these huntsmen are really women, and one of them is your true bride returned, and she has your ring under the glove. And if you take the glove off, you'll see the ring. Like, if you really have this miraculous lion creature that knows everything, why isn't the lion telling him that? Like, that would be
mm,
the. I mean, you'd wrap up the story a little boringly, so that's probably why. But
mm,
or maybe the prince wasn't ready to hear that, and the lion was like only telling the prince what he would be able to hear to sort of lead him to make the decision on his own. You could guess all kinds of things, but I do think just within the internal logic of the story, like why the lion doesn't reveal the whole truth if the lion knows everything is definitely an interesting question.
No, no, I like that interpretation that it's instinct. And yeah, your instinct will kind of, yeah, will bring you deeper into your sensory experience. Like will tell you it's like your common sense. The sense, I mean, common to all the senses, it's drawing a conclusion about what you're not seeing on the surface. Um, but yeah, he needs his wisdom, and he doesn't have that. And I wonder if the story is saying he gave up his truth, or he wasn't honest anymore to his heart, and that's why he's not wise anymore, and he's not making good decisions. It's like he
Mm,
set forth this promise, gave a symbol of it, the ring, to somebody, and then got discombobulated when things went haywire, and now he's lost. He doesn't
hmm
recognize the truth. And then, yeah, I think you're right. The lion is his instinct and it's telling him, but he doesn't know what to do with it exactly. He sets up and that's a good thing to do when your instinct is telling you something. Set up a test. You can bring your rationality into it and you can start to reflect and bring your wisdom into it and your intuition. But yeah, he's not able to see what the tests are telling him. He should have done another test. You know, it's a fairy tale. You're supposed to do three things. He only did the two things. And then he's
That's right.
like, you know, you're wrong. Just go away. And then he's like, I'm still just gonna be marrying this other princess that's like a political uh, friend or whatever. It's like the superficial kind of what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can see the lion and the instinct, and I think this works kind of metaphorically, and I think it also works kind of literally for people that when we when we see the prince put aside his truth as represented by the true bride, we see the prince put it aside. There's something in him that still knows truth from falseness. That's it's still able to kind of suss out the way back to union with the true bride, whatever that's meant to
Mhm.
represent. Um, and the lion, so you see the prince sort of abdicate his conscious awareness of his connection, then the sort of unconscious, the instincts, the lion sort of points him in that direction, and he applies well, I guess they both do, but they apply like a rational test, which is not enough to capture the truth because the truth outwits them.
Yeah.
And so at that point, he even discounts the unconscious or the instincts, the unconscious urgings. And
Yeah.
so he's kind of, in that sense, he's kind of lost until the third disaster happens, the third death the third almost death in this case happens.
Mm.
Um, and he is moved by compassion, I think. Thinking something.
Please like and subscribe for more of our open minded content and comment below on your thoughts or questions about the story. Let us know if you'd like us to cover another stimulating story, and thank you for participating.